Hey guys, welcome back to Mighty Morphin DJ. I'm DJ, and today we're going to take a look at the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Zord Ascension project, Mighty Morphin Dino Megazord. I'm super excited about this. Let's take a look at it. Alright guys, here it is, the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Zord Ascension project, Mighty Morphin Dino Megazord. So first of all, this packaging just looks awesome. I love the packaging. It's probably the coolest box that I've seen out of either the Lightning or the Legacy Collection yet. I love it, I love it, I love it. So, as always, let's start with the box. Right here we have the Z that is always on the Megazord or on the Morphers. It actually stands for Zyuranger from the original Japanese Kiryu Zyuranger Super Sentai. Zord Ascension Project. MZ0101. I'm not sure what that means. Mighty Morphin Dino Megazord. Power Rangers Lightning Collection. Plexi-free packaging, Hasbro, blah, blah, blah. Ages 15 plus. And then if you look here, this is a box within a box. This is a just like a cover, you know, just to make it more collectible. If you go to the side of the box, right here, we have an image of the Megazord looking awesome with Power Rangers Lightning Collection there in the bottom. If we look on the back side, we have an image of the Megazord when it's formed. We have an image of the Megazord in take mode, and we have an image of each Zord's head with little cockpit where you can see where each of these little Ranger figures will fit inside of it, which I think is pretty cool. And from this, you can see that the Megazord itself is highly posable, so that's pretty cool. We look at this side, an image of each Zord scoped down. So there's the T-Rex, the Mastodon, the Pterodactyl, the Triceratops, and the Saber-toothed Tiger. So pretty cool overall. And then each one has like a registry number like Z0101C, D, E. So I'm not sure if there's something to that or not, but it's pretty cool. On the top, we have just the Z with the MZ0101 and a little bit of patterning on either side. On the bottom, disclosure stuff. So that is the box. So we need to do like we always do and break in to this box. So let's go ahead, and it doesn't really matter from what side we do it. So because we actually have to get the tape off of both sides. Let's go ahead and break it here. There we go. And we got tape here and here. We got to get that. Go ahead and get there. And then tape down here at the bottom. Let's go ahead and get that. There we go. Now there's also tape on the opposite side. So we have to get that. You may be able to hear my dog barking in the background. Something outside that has caught his attention. Let's get the rest of this. There we go. And I'm going to peel this tape off later on because I don't want it on there. Now let's go ahead and slide it on out of there. Let's grab it here. Alrighty. There we go. Let's get this and move it over here for now. And there it is without the slide cover on it. And I really, really like this. Now, if you look here, there's like I forget what you call it, but there's one of those that you scan with your phone. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe somebody in the comments can let me know. We go to the side, same thing as we had on the last one. There's nothing on the back of this. This is just blank. And then same thing over here. Okay, so now we need to open here and here because there's tape on the top and bottom. We need to take care of that so we can open the box itself. So let's go ahead and get in there. There we go. And let's go ahead and get this one. There we go. Alrighty, now we'll go ahead and turn it over this way and lift it straight up. There we go. Alright, I got the cover off. And now let's take a look at what we got here. So this is really cool. Oh, I really love this. So this is basically what the dashboard looked like in the individual Zords. So they'd put their hand here and here, and then it would glow and go into that right there. And they each did that. So this is really neat. Oh, I love the way this looks. Oh, I love the way this looks. And it's made from a different material, too. You can feel the difference from the cardboard to this. This is nice. All right, let's go ahead and peel this open. Okay. All right, nothing in there. All right. And I can already see it. This is the T-Rex Dinozord. Let's go ahead and grab a hold of it. Ah. This is the first time I've even held a T-Rex Dinozord, let alone owned one. Alrighty, and the Ascension Megazord did come with a set of directions, so we can open this up and kind of bit by bit see how it all works. You open it up, so it shows the Triceratops, the Mastodon, there's a T-Rex there, basically showing you how to put it in tank mode. So this is pretty cool. This will probably come in handy. I'll definitely be using this to figure out what goes where, because this is my first Megazord ever. And then this little piece right here, oh, it's the power sword. There you go. That looks really good. It's got a nice finish to it. I like it. I like it a lot. This is especially cool to me right now because I'm actually in the middle of watching my way through Q Rangers Super Sentai on Tubi. So this is pretty cool. Oh, wait a minute. What's that? A little paint defect right there. See that? Yeah, I'm not too fond of that. Oh, well. All right, so here's the T-Rex Dinozord, and this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Now, there doesn't seem to be any articulation in this joint here. There is articulation here at this joint. The tail can move up and down, and then the tail can be separated right here. So I can actually pull the tail off just like that, and that's probably for purposes of transforming it into the Megazord. So we can put that back on there. There is articulation in the hips here, so we can, like that. And then there's articulation here, so I can bend it here, and the knees. And then also in the feet here, so you can bend the feet a little bit. But there's not a ton of articulation in the T-Rex Zord. There's maybe more than I realize. I'm afraid to experiment too much with it. I don't want to break it. Overall, this is really cool. Now, if you could look back at the head, you can see this is where the ears, I call them, of the Megazord are. And then if you look right here, you open his mouth, you can see the two little blasters that the T-Rex always had in its mouth. But if you can open it the rest of the way, you can actually see that where this becomes the head of the Megazord. So if we open this up, just like that, it's supposed to be able to go down in there. Here we go, just like that. See, there you go, and there's the Megazord. Close that up. So you could actually, if you really wanted to, you see there's the Megazord. You could have it walking around with the Megazord head. That looks terrible. So we're going to put it back like it was. But that's the T-Rex Zord, and I'm super excited for it. Alrighty, now we're going to open up this side of it. This is where the other Zords will be. So let's go ahead and peel this back. And here we go. So we have right here, this looks like the saber-toothed tiger Zord. So let's take a look at that. Alrighty. Now it's already in leg mode, so which is fine, but it looks really good. It really does. So let's go ahead, take her feet out there, get her legs back down so she can stand and walk. There we go. Let me see. Her mouth can open and close. Head can bob up and down. There's some decent articulation here. Let's see the tail right here. So let's go to get that. There we go. Oh, all right. And it's got some articulation here, probably for the sake of it moving around with its feet. So there we go. There's the saber-toothed tiger Zord back in its beast mode, we'll call it. It's not as highly detailed as one would think for such a high-end piece, but it's still the saber-toothed tiger Zord, and it's really cool. So, all right. Let's take a look at the next one. All right, and in here, this is probably going to be the Triceratops Zord. All righty. All right, and yep, here it is, the Triceratops Zord already in leg mode. So let's go ahead and let's put its head back down here. Let's get its tail back out, just like that. There we go. And there weren't really any legs on the Triceratops. It was more of a tank than anything else. So there's not a whole lot of need to do there. But, it's pretty cool. So we just have it up just like that. Let's point the camera down a little bit. There you go. The mouth does open and close. Supposed to be able to anyway. There we go. It was a little tight. There we go. And there we go. Oh, and there's the cockpit for the Blue Ranger. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, this is most likely going to be the Mastodon. So let's take a look at that. All righty, here is the Mastodon Zord. And this one is still in its beast mode. It hasn't been opened up into arms or anything like that. So, but this looks really cool. So you clearly see its face right here, its trunk, its tusks here. Its legs right there. There's a little bit of articulation, not a whole lot, mostly because it's meant to stand still and then it has a job to do. There is a piece of cardboard in here. What's this all about? Probably just meant to keep it from moving around or something while it was in the packaging. So, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, look at that. So it already comes apart to form arms and legs. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Very cool. All right. And it looks really good. I'm happy with the way this looks. Again, they're not the most articulate things. They're not the most detailed. You're not going to be able to superpose these, but they serve a purpose, and the purpose will be served well, I do think. All right, the last one's going to be the Pterodactyl Zord. Now, there's two things in here, so let's get this one and this one. So in the first little bag there, we had just a few of the odds and ends. So 2 of the blasters, each individual Ranger here, and then 2 of the hands for the Megazord. So that's pretty cool. So that came in 2 little individual baggies there. Alrighty, let's clean all this up. And this should be the Pterodactyl. Alright, and it is, in fact. Alright, so here's the chest piece for the Pterodactyl. You've got its tail fin right here. Let's go ahead and get its wings spread out. There we go. Just like that. And its head. There we go. There we go. And there we go. And there's the Pterodactyl, all kind of transformed out. This is how it's supposed to look. Alrighty, so there's the Pterodactyl Zord, looking how it's supposed to look. Doesn't have any, it doesn't have a mouth to open up, though. That's the only thing about this. But it does have a cockpit right here on the top of its head. So there you go. And then you see the little bitty pink ranger in there piloting the Pterodactyl. And you know what she's thinking? Nice stereo. All right, here's the whole collection of the original Dino Zords. The T-Rex, the saber-toothed tiger, the Mastodon, the Triceratops, and the Pterodactyl. I'm excited to have this set. It looks good posed like this, but I want to see how this thing looks when we put it in Megazord mode. Now, I am super excited to have this set because I never had the Megazord when I was growing up as a kid. I never had one in the Legacy Collection. So this is my very first Megazord. And I think it looks really cool. But what I really want to know now is how good it looks in Megazord mode. So let's go ahead and transform it into Megazord. All right, there it is, the Dino Megazord in tank mode. Now, this is kind of rough because I just can't seem to get it quite right. Like for example, I can't get this down on the ground like it's supposed to be. So I'm sure there's a way to do it. I just can't figure it out. But overall, it's still, this is cool. I'm glad to have it. Everything goes where it's supposed to go. I'm very happy with this. But now, let's go ahead and see if we can't get it into Megazord mode. All right, here it is, the Megazord, fully assembled. Now, I've only got it straight up and down right now, but it's supposed to be very, very poseable. But this is awesome. So we've got the power sword in his right hand. We've got the Mastodon shield in his left hand. We've got the pterodactyl chest there. We've got the Megazord head there set up. Got the Triceratops and the saber-tooth tiger legs. Of course, the Mastodon makes up the arms. And then on the backside, the laser turrets with the T-Rex tail folded up there. This is super cool. Super cool. So glad I have this. So glad I have this. This is super cool. I got this at one of my local GameStops. The only reason they had it was because somebody else had ordered 3 of them on GameStop.com, realized they couldn't afford it, and then just brought it back to that store to get their money back. And then I just happened to walk in, and there's 3 of them right there. I was like, hallelujah. So I go ahead and pick one up. Absolutely love this thing. But guys, I don't want this to be too awful long, but that is it. My review of the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Zord Ascension Project, Mighty Morphin, Dino Megazord. Alright guys, well that's it. My review of the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Zord Ascension Project Dino Megazord. ZAP Megazord for short. I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, I have nothing to compare it to. I didn't have the original Zords from the 90s. I didn't have anything from the Legacy Collection. This is my very first set of Zords, complete set of Zords. And I'll be honest with you, I love it. I absolutely love it. It looks fantastic. The individual Zords look really good. No, they're not the most articulate, most posable individual Zords. There's not a whole lot of detail to them like you would expect from something that's quite so high-end, but I absolutely love it because of what it is. So it's just top to bottom, perfect, and I think it's a must-have for your collection. So guys, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, this has been Mighty Morphin DJ. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please click that notification bell to receive notifications of future videos. As always, I'm DJ, and you know what time it is.